welcome to the Upkeep for Monday, May 30th, 2022.
That's right, it's all of the magic news you need in 10 minutes or less.
And first news this week is Alchemy new Capenna is dropping on June 2nd.
That's right, it's a 30 card set with the themes and flavor of new Capenna, but for Alchemy and Historic with digital only cards.
There's going to be a few changes this time around, including that there's going to be more uncommons and fewer rares as a response to everybody who was upset by the high amount of rares in previous Alchemy sets.
They're also going to have a slightly new look with an A set symbol that's more distinct than before.
And if you want to play with some of these new cards, you can. They're going to do a draft for the first time.
It's almost like that was a great idea that someone on this show had.
It's almost like that's exactly what Megan said last set. Yeah.
So Premier Alchemy Draft is going to kick off the release weekend June 2nd through 6th. It'll be 3 new Capenna packs, but 1 common card will be replaced with an Alchemy card of any rarity.
Ooh.
So you could open multiple rares.
Yeah, and Alchemy packs are now being awarded for participation in Alchemy events.
Yes.
Go figure. So this is new, everybody. And this is also something that a lot of people were asking for and makes total sense. So great changes all around with this Alchemy update. There's also another event that's paired with this release. It's called Into the Future, June 2nd through the 4th. You pick from some pre-constructed decks that are highlighting the new Alchemy cards and their mechanics. It's totally free to enter this, and you get Alchemy packs as a reward and 1,000 XP.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
There's some ongoing previews for this right now, like cards Choice of Fortunes. This is 2 and a blue for a sorcery. Seek 2 cards. You may shuffle them into your library. If you do, seek 2 cards. You have no maximum hand size for the rest of the game.
I love that when you're like, no, throw them back.
Yeah.
Don't like these two. Another one is Obscura Polymorphous. This is 1 white blue for a 2/2 Cephalid Wizard. When Obscura Polymorphous enters the battlefield, exile target creature. Its controller seeks a creature card.
Ooh, very
Yeah,
nice.
it's kind of cool.
Very interesting.
And also, along with this update that comes on June 2nd, there's going to be some improvements to Arena overall. For example, you'll no longer have to manually swap a card once it's been rebalanced. If you use the same deck across multiple formats, it'll just automatically know and switch it to whatever format that you're playing.
Oh, nice. So if
Which
you
is
have
really
a
great.
standard deck that has some cards that are adjusted in Alchemy, if you use that standard deck in Alchemy, it'll automatically pop those correct cards in there for you. There's also other smaller changes, like giving you a starter decks folder in addition to
great.
your decks folder, which is the other one, to separate, all of those starter decks that you get when you have an Arena account or with each new set, and they don't count towards your 100 decks.
And I have a new idea. More folders, please.
Yes.
I would like to put all of my decks into a historic folder, into a standard folder.
Yeah.
Just think
That'd be
about
nice.
that for next time, Wizards.
There's also a restyled craft all and delete button so that people do not make the mistake of which one they are clicking, which is important.
There's a delay with some Commander Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate products.
Yes, so there's delays and limited availability for the following products in these regions. In the APAC region, there's Japanese and Chinese simplified set boosters, commander decks, and bundle product delay or limited availability. In North America, there's limited availability for draft boosters and draft multi-packs.
Oh, wow.
Latin America, Portuguese set boosters and English and Portuguese commander decks in Brazil, English set boosters in Mexico, and English and Spanish commander decks in Chile. And in Europe, the Middle East, and Africa, collector boosters in mass market retailers will be delayed or have limited availability initially.
So remember, the Baldur's Gate pre-release is also coming up this weekend. Hopefully you'll be able to get all that stuff just fine wherever you're playing. So head out to your LGS if you want to do some battling.
Nice. The commander decks for Battle for Baldur's Gate are being revealed today and tomorrow.
Ooh, exciting.
There are 4 new decks, which are super cool. There's Party Time with Nalia de Arnis.
Yeah, she's one very fancy name.
Yes.
And also she just looks in her picture like Kristen Stewart, doesn't
Yes,
she?
She does look like Kristen
Just
Stewart.
saying.
Wow.
1 white black for a 3/3 human rogue. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. You may cast cleric, rogue, warrior, and wizard spells from the top of your library. Oh, I get it. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you have a full party, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control, and those creatures gain death touch until end of turn.
Ooh, very nice.
Cool. Another new one is Mind Flayers. That is how it's spelled, everybody. And the commander there is Captain Nagarthrod.
Yeah, you guessed that these Mind Flayers were going to be pirates, and it looks like you're correct.
Sick.
3 blue-black for a legendary creature horror pirate. 3/6. Horrors you control have menace. Whenever a horror you control deals combat damage to a
Great.
player, that player mills that many cards. And at the beginning of your end step, choose target artifact or creature card in an opponent's graveyard that was put there from their library this turn. Put it onto the battlefield under your control. Wow, super powerful card there.
I love this guy. I love the idea that it's horror tribal. I feel
Yes.
like we've been on horror tribal for a long time. Like, oh, can this please be a thing?
And here it is.
Here it is.
Also, really strong Pirates of the Caribbean vibes on this guy.
Big time. Big time.
Next up is Draconic Descent with Frickrog, Cunning Instigator.
Don't say that
Frickrog.
if you're like around children. Sounds like a swear.
Yeah. 3 blue, red for a dragon. 3/3 flying haste. Whenever one or more dragons you control attack an opponent, goad target creature that player controls. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to one of your opponents, if that creature had to attack this combat, you put a +1/+1 counter on Frickrog and you draw a card.
Oh, okay. Cool dragon deck.
Yeah.
And finally, there's Exit from Exile with Faldorn Dreadwolf Herald. 1 red-green for a 3/3 Mythic Human Druid. Whenever you cast a spell from exile or a land enters the battlefield under your control from exile, create a 2/2 green wolf creature token. 1 tap, discard a card, exile the top card of your library. You may play it this turn.
Ooh, nice.
So do you like discarding and
Yeah.
then getting it back anyway?
If you want a crash course in Commander, Wizards is holding an online panel on their Discord, which is discord.gg/wizardsmagic, tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. Pacific with all of the basics about Commander. There's going to be another panel June 9th at 10:30 a.m. about social play opportunities with the new set. That one's going to be on discord.gg/DND.
Okay, cool. So some Discord panels, if you're into that kind of thing, celebrating this new set. And finally, some fun news.
Yeah, there's a new Magic version of Wordle that's very cute.
It's called Enchant Wordle. So
Yeah.
not Wordle, everybody. You can find it at enchantwordle.com. Don't really know how to say it, but you get it.
Yeah, basically you type in a card name and it'll tell you how close you are on the mana value, colors, rarity, type, super type, subtype, and set.
Yes, it's very fun.
Yeah.
It's very difficult, but if you've been playing Magic for a long time, this might be your jam. Or you can just cheat with Scryfall, like Megan and I did today. But we did get it in 5 guesses out of 20.
That's true,
And
and
it
we're
felt
not
like a
going to
win.
tell you what it is because it
No.
is still today's.
Yeah, don't wanna spoil it.
You can go play it. It was a good time.
Just gonna say that you will likely know the card. That's all. That's the
Yeah,
only clue I'm
there
gonna
you
give
go.
you. Okay.
Oh, what a clue.
So there you go. That's all the Magic news you need for this week. Thank you so much for hanging out with us as always. You can check out our full-length show over at anywhere you get your podcasts.
Over at anywhere you get your podcast.
It's called Good Luck High Five. We're gonna have Judge Rob on the show again this week, which should be
Yeah.
very fun, talking about Battle for Baldur's Gate commander cards and how you can use them in Oathbreaker.
Ooh.
So pretty fun stuff.
Nice.
So check it out. You can also support all of the work we do over at patreon.com/GLHF Magic.